As we mentioned earlier, Mayor Gus Garcia died in 2018 at the age of 84. I had the chance to chat with him several years ago about the role he played in Austin history.
It was just an opportunity. I had always told people that I did not want to be mayor because I went to the school board and to the council basically to represent the Hispanic community. That was basically my job. And I never, ever, got into fights with people in other ethnic groups. But basically, I was a Hispanic representative. And here, all of a sudden, I was representing African Americans, Asians, Hispanics, whites. Oh, I had to kind of relearn how to serve a broader community. But I'll tell you one thing, the people of Austin are great. If I was going to run again, I would want to run in an environment like Austin. Because people here can argue with you, they can talk for days, but they're nice, and they're kind. They're kind people, okay? The reality is, if you talk to them, they just want to do the right thing. And I appreciate that.
Preserve, protect, and defend
Preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Te felicito.
Gracias.
When Gus Garcia was sworn in, he brought a different perspective than past mayors because as a Latino, he endured discrimination in both housing and business. He was pulled into politics when asked to serve on the city's newly formed Human Relations Commission in 1967. His community involvement eventually led to a spot on the Austin School Board and later the Austin City Council. Gus Garcia loved this city, and after his passing, this community had the chance to share their love for him.
This ain't no crazy dream, I know that is real. Your someone else's love now, you're not mine.
It's fitting and proper that we are here today recognizing Gus Garcia, since Gus Garcia is a towering figure, an historical figure in our home, the city of Austin. The entire city, every Austinite benefited and benefits from his courage, his vision, and his service.
And for me, Mayor Garcia was such an incredible mentor. I have never known this city where Gus Garcia was not involved in public service. Over 50 years of public service for our city. In informal ways, but in formal ways that began in 1967.
I wish Gus was here today to see this crowd. He would never stop bragging about it. Gus was probably the best advocate for the quality of education and the importance of bilingual education in the Austin School District. I am so proud that I was part of that and so proud that I made the motion to make Gus Garcia the first Hispanic elected official in Austin. Thank you, family, for putting up with all of us.
Since kindergarten to today, in my senior year at the University of Texas, I was never greeted with a "Hi, Tony, how are you?" but instead, a "Tony, how are your studies? What is your GPA?" But the conversation always ended with, "Yermani and I are very, very proud of you."
What was he like as a disciplinarian? Well, he was never physical, all right? He did something way worse. He lectured us for, and like the first 15 seconds, he would concentrate on like what you did wrong. And then the next hour and 15 minutes, he would just riff off on like, history and, that Victor was like, I wish he'd just take a belt to us and just. It was a very peaceful and tranquil house. A lot of music played in the house, and he played those records, and those are very, very good memories.
In 2010, long after his days as mayor were behind him, Gus accepted my urging to come sing with an accordion band, the Move Group. Loved being kidded about his life in politics and smiled each time we reminded him that he had finally found an honorable career. The Move Band will perform one of the numbers from that CD. The band will play the instruments at low volume so that the mayor's voice, strong voice, can be heard on the speakers.